Full day. It's primary election day, May 19th, 2026. And yes, going to be nice again today. High around 89. Maybe another pop-up shower like a lot of areas saw yesterday. Pretty good chance of rain on Wednesday, high 86. And we kind of go from there with 50 to 60% chance of rain pretty much through the Memorial Day weekend. Maybe that'll change a little for the better as we progress through the week, but that's kind of what we're looking at. You're listening to Dixon and Vining at Talk 99.5, talk995.com, and glad that you're with us in the 9 o'clock hour.
Absolutely. You're 1 hour away from Skippy and Jimbo, so let's make the most of it before,
The Hey Now
it all gets ruined. And just kidding. Stop it. That is so wrong. We love both Skippy and Jimbo.
Can I tell you, they had a great time at Jawbone Jam.
Absolutely.
I've never seen two guys more in the moment on stage with stage announcements at Iron City and, running around meeting people and John in his element. I was like, it's like two peas in a pod.
Absolutely.
Just really.
I don't know why
I'm
they
like,
were.
you two are feeding off of each other. I mean, it's a frenzy.
A frenzy. It was a frenzy. I think they were hopped up on goofballs.
I don't know what it
think that's
was, but it
going on
was
there.
just crazy.
Yeah. I had a great time, too. I think
Yeah.
everybody did. I told Andrew, I said, you're doing the next stage announcements. Just get over there, get
I
up,
just said,
get
y'all
ready.
get up on stage.
You do have to make an appearance on stage. I did it, and Leland did it,
You don't
and
need
AJ
me.
did it.
Yeah, the boys can do this.
That's
I was
right.
like, you boys go do this.
Well, you were in charge of the shirts.
I'm over
You had to
here
stay
with the
back there and
VIP
protect the shirts.
badges, right? Protect the shirts.
Someone had to protect the shirts. Otherwise, you talk about a frenzy.
It was people were pretty good about that. I mean, it all worked out beautifully.
Very nice. eTech Communications, eTech.cc. You need anywhere from 2 to 200 phones for your business. It's voice over internet protocol. It is not copper wire. They're doing away with the copper wire. It's still incredibly expensive right now, but you get VoIP, and you can say goodbye to that, save a whole bunch of money, get yourself a virtual assistant, get yourself the call forwarding, all the features you want, nothing you don't. You can find out more at etech.cc. eTech Communications. Everybody's using them. Why aren't you? etech.cc. Now, this guy.
It's Steve's turn.
So a lot has been made about the current movie Michael, the biopicture about Michael Jackson, the King of Pop, obviously, and it has been very well received. How well is the question? It actually could be record-breaking, in fact. For all the biopictures, in other words, movies about real people, the leader in the clubhouse is Oppenheimer, brought in over $975 million back just 3 years ago, 2023. Right behind it's the all-time leader in musical biopics, and that's Bohemian Rhapsody about the group Queen and singer Freddie Mercury. That brought in more than $910 million, and that's worldwide. It's not just here in the United States. Of all the movies that have come and gone in movie theaters, Elvis from 2022 is next musically at just over $288 million. Then you got to go all the way back to 1965 and The Sound of Music about the Von Trapp family, just over $286 million. That was huge in 1965. But now we have a new contender for the leader. That is Michael, the film currently in theaters. It's been making money hand over fist. Michael had the biggest opening for a biopic ever. Worldwide, pulled in some $218 million in its first weekend, and as of Sunday has pulled in more than $706 million worldwide, and it's only in its fourth weekend in theaters. And at this rate, it could not only begin to threaten Bohemian Rhapsody for the top music biopic ever, but considering a month in and it's still at the top of the box office, it could begin to threaten Oppenheimer for the biggest biopic ever. There's a couple more films coming out later this year, one dealing with a young George Washington that's coming out July 4th weekend. Then later on in the year, got a film about the life of film legend Jimmy Stewart coming out. Some others that are in the works, biopics about Snoop Dogg, Fred Astaire, Elon Musk, Carole King, and we do have those 4 separate films about each one of the Beatles. So 2 questions here. Number 1, do you think any of those can best Oppenheimer, Bohemian Rhapsody, and or Michael? But maybe even the better question, what other person or group could a movie be made out of that might actually become the all-time biopic box office champion and dethrone what looks to be Michael?
Well, first
Tough
off,
one.
I think Michael is benefiting from the fact that there just ain't a whole lot else out there. You know, I mean, if
Devil
people want
Wears
to go,
Prada 2 is doing pretty well.
Uh,
Looked it up.
most people that I've talked to really didn't care for it.
Don't get me wrong, I understand it. I'm just saying it's doing well at the box office.
It's not going to get any second views. People who
Probably
went there
not,
once,
no.
but I know of people who've gone to see Michael twice already,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm like, really?
I know people that went and saw the Elvis movie 4 and 5 times.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know.
Because I have it on DVD and I've watched it twice, and I'm like, it's good, but it's not great. You know, I'll be interested to see the Michael thing. I don't know if I'm going to go to the box office to see it, but I'll see
Probably
it at some
wait till
point.
it streams.
Most likely. But yeah, is there anybody else out there? You're saying
That's the question.
if you were to make a truly honest motion picture about Donald Trump, not The Apprentice, where it was just nothing but a hit job.
Right.
You actually tried to do an honest picture about Donald Trump. You might get a pretty good crowd of people to go see that. You know, the MAGA crowd is large, 71
I
million.
agree, but you're probably going to be ignored by the other half of the aisle.
Yeah.
Let's face
Oh,
it.
absolutely. Yeah.
You know, Michael kind of goes broad. So did Queen and Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Those kind of stories, they're broad-based, and, you know, we like the music, and obviously because of the fact that we went and bought hundreds of millions of those albums.
I don't think that the Jimmy Stewart biopic is going to do it, because as much as I like his work, he's kind of limited. I mean, think of all the young people out there who are like, who?
Mm-hmm.
He was one of those fascinating guys to me. Him, Cary Grant, Gene Hackman, you know, the late Gene Hackman. They're all late now, of course.
Well, for that matter, Fred Astaire. Again, they got one work in the works on him.
The guys who were still able-bodied, still able to work, but retired. They just said, I'm not doing this anymore. And Jimmy Stewart would still pop up on the Tonight Show, and he would, you know, go in for guest appearances on things like the Carol Burnett Show or whatever. But he had, and Cary Grant was the same way. Cary Grant was still clearly had his wits about him, and people were like, why aren't you acting? He's like, I'm done. I retired. I can do that if I want to.
Sure.
Gene Hackman did too. I think that's fascinating, but it also means that there's a whole slew of people who have no idea who Jimmy Stewart is.
Oh,
I mean,
missing out.
yeah, because it was just a fantastic. Anytime you think you're man enough. Anyway, I don't think any of those are going to top the Michael Jackson pick. I can't think of it. Can you think of anybody?
No.
I mean, is there a musician more beloved than Michael Jackson?
More famous than Michael Jackson?
I don't know.
I know, Taylor Swift. When they get the Taylor Swift biopic done in about 60 years, it's going to be huge. For one thing.
She did not even come to mind.
For one thing, it's going to be in 3D. That'll be
3D?
huge.
Okay.
Yes. She's the first female artist to reach 100 million records sold, but $1 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know.
And she's got the highest grossing concert film of all time.
And
Yeah.
no offense to her fame and fortune and everything she's doing, but I don't know about the rest of you, but I've reached a point where it's like a lot of the songs are all sounding the same to me now. And I'm like, I can close my eyes and say that's Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Because the song is similar, not the voice. It's like it's a similar song. And I've reached a saturation point with Taylor Swift.
There was a great comedian who did a bit about that and played basically a Taylor Swift song and said, here's the part where I'm going to fit as many words into this line as I possibly can.
That's what I mean.
And
Again,
very funny.
I mean, people love her, go to her concerts. She's making millions upon millions. I think it's wonderful. It's great. It's just, for me, it's kind of.
You're saturated.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oversaturated.
I got you. I
So-
mean, I'm with you. I can't tell one from the other. I really can't, and I feel that way. By the way, you want to tick off Jimmy Buffett fans, tell them that.
Oh.
All his songs sound alike. What? How dare you? Go back and listen again. I think you'll find that all his songs sound alike. But yes, and a
It's
style.
fun. Yeah, it was
and
a
thing.
fun style,
Yeah.
and puts you in a mood.
Nothing
I think
wrong
that's a
with it.
lot of it. It just puts you in the, I'm down in the Keys, my toes are in the sand, and I got a cold beverage in my hand.
I'll even say that about one other person who I loved. I'm huge fan, still a big fan. But when he got his own channel on Sirius XM and I started listening with great regularity, I was like, oh, a lot of Prince songs sound like exactly alike. Like they sound exactly like I can't tell where one song ends and the next one picks up. I thought he was a genius. He's just rewriting the same song over and over again. Oh,
Been
well,
a little of that.
turned out to be a pretty good
He
living
did. He
for him,
made a
yeah.
great living.
Hard to argue.
Mm-hmm.
9:15 with Dixon and Vining. I would like to remind you that Aqua Systems is all about America's 250th birthday. They are excited about America's 250th birthday, so much so that when you mention this ad, they are willing to give you $10, $10, 10% off your setup, your initial, what am I trying to say? Installation. 10% off, up to $250. Now, that's a pretty good deal, but listen, all of the parts are made in America. The whole system is made in America. They did have other people making their stuff for them, and then they said, if we want to really be sure that we're getting it made the way we want, we better take over this actual entire process from beginning to end. So when you talk about the manufacturing, Aqua Systems does it. When you talk about the installation, Aqua Systems does it, and you can save 10%, $250. When you mention you heard about it here on Talk 99.5, Aqua Systems at 3833999 is going to get the hardness out of the water, going to get the chemicals out of the water, going to get even the microplastics out if that's something that you need. If you live in a section of town where that's a big deal, where the forever chemicals are a big deal, they have a whole other filtration system that they add that makes that happen. And it's very, very reasonably priced. 0 down and $60 a month, or get 12 months, same as cash, however you want to do it. For the bestest, cleanest, clearest water on the planet, Aqua Systems, 3833999, or online at iwantgreatwater.com. let's just listen to the whole thing, shall we? Let's just kick back and enjoy this.
Well, let's not.
No? You don't want to?
Could always turn her microphone off.
Don McLean.
Hey.
Wow.
Wow.
Usually you guys are teaming
Steve's
up
never
on me.
said that to me before.
No.
Nor
Well, I
turned
never
me
had a
off.
reason until you said
Wow.
not listen to the entirety of American
Like,
Pie.
You know, maybe just the first,
I would say it might be time to let him go.
Bye-bye,
Or you may have
Miss
to let
American
him go.
Pie.
You
How
may
many
have-
times can you hear that?
Bye-bye, Steve West. That's what you need
Bye-bye.
to say. How dare you, sir?
Ooh.
Song is only 54 years old, I think.
Yeah, 72?
Well, 72, I think.
think, yeah.
Okay,
I
when you
that's
hear this
correct.
next part, that's
Mhm.
the whole song.
That's
there
it.
you go.
That's all you need to know.
That's it.
In fact, we're not even going to play that part. We're just going to move on.
Steve's like, I'm in control.
We have a show to do.
No, he just didn't even play it.
This
You
is
said we're not going to
music
play it.
radio.
All right,
thought
I
he
didn't
was
play it.
going
This
to.
is not music
There are
radio.
people right now driving down the road going, Steve.
And there are people on the podcast going, what song are they
Yeah.
talking
I
about?
can blame Richard for that.
Oh, got to blame somebody.
Of course. I'll take the heat.
All
You
right.
don't frighten me.
Speaking of going down the road right now, are you going down a road in a vehicle? You're like, I don't want this thing anymore. I'm done. I need something new. It could be where you are right now. Whenever you get to that point and you're ready to get rid of a used vehicle that you currently have, actually, it could be, a loved one. Maybe your grandmother or someone passed away and that car is just sitting there in the driveway or taking up space in the garage, and you keep telling yourself, I'll get around to selling it, and you just haven't. Craig and the guys at Birmingham Broker do this every single day, and they make it so easy and safe and smart. It's a great way to sell your used car through them because they're knowledgeable about getting it cleaned up, getting it listed, finding the buyer, getting the paperwork all handled, and then they simply give you a check and you go on your merry way. It is a beautiful process. I have experienced it before. They didn't do anything special for me. It's the way they treat all of their customers, all of our listeners that have gone to them over the years to get their vehicles sold. Truck, SUV, classic car, what do you got? Craig can help you sell it quickly and easily and make it where you don't have to hassle with it at all. 2224 4th Avenue South is where they are, downtown Birmingham. You can also look them up online or just drive by and say hello. Great people, great organization. Birmingham Broker, bhambroker.com. That's bhambroker.com.
What do folk singer Buffy St. Marie and Senator Elizabeth Warren have in common?
Who's Buffy St. Marie?
She's a folk singer. She's
I
a
don't even know who
Canadian
that is.
folk singer.
They both claim to have Native American heritage.
That is correct. And neither of them actually do.
Oh, Lord.
University of Toronto has rescinded an honorary degree it awarded to folk singer Buffy St. Marie.
Oh, they rescinded it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Following a
bad.
confidential review of her disputed indigenous ancestry claims. The
Oops.
university
Looks like she dresses up pretty well to be of that descent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny.
She was given an honorary Doctor of Laws degree. St. Marie received this in 2019 for her contribution to music, the arts, and social advocacy. Revocation follows a Canadian Broadcasting Corporation investigation by the Fifth Estate in October of 23 that challenged St. Marie's indigenous ancestry. The report cited a birth certificate indicating she was born in Massachusetts to parents of Italian-American descent, contradicting decades of biographies and media coverage identifying her as Algonquin, Mi'kmaq, and Cree.
Uh-huh.
St. Maria became a major folk music star in the 1960s, has frequently performed music centered on her claimed heritage. In 1983, she became the first person identified as Indigenous to win an Academy Award for co-writing Up Where We Belong from the film An Officer and a Gentleman. Well, no more honorary degree for you, Buffy St. Marie.
No,
and you
that's-
can take the feathers off now.
What's with everybody pretending to be of Native American? I mean, Elizabeth Warren doesn't even come close.
She has high cheekbones. What are you talking about? Urban Meyer just lost his $30 million arbitration case versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. He was, of course, fired from that team. Gosh, how many games? 13 games in? Yeah.
Something like that,
Yeah. He says that he was not terminated for cause. That would be anything that is not wins and losses, basically. Meyer was in his first year, a 6-year, $36 million contract with the Jaguars. He was fired on December 12th of 21, a day after a story broke accusing him of repeatedly kicking the legs of kicker Josh Lambo
What?
during a preseason practice. Meyer had also had an embarrassing off-field incident in October when video was released showing him cozying up to a woman who was not his wife at a Columbus steakhouse that bore his name. The arbiter said, no, that they had good cause to fire you, Urban.
What are we doing kicking the
no
legs
money.
of the kicker?
He's a moron.
Repeatedly kicking
Yeah.
the legs of the
your
kicker.
Yeah. I was in Florida when he was the coach of the Florida Gators, and these stories of his abuse of players were floating around the whole time. There were only three players really, that did not feel his wrath. One was a guy named Riley Cooper, I believe, who was a great receiver. One was Tim Tebow, and one was Aaron Hernandez. All three of those guys got special treatment. Everybody else was fair game as far as he was concerned.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. And like I said, those stories were making the rounds. Then we heard them again out of Ohio State when he started there. And then now we get it out of the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they're like, dude, this isn't college ball. You're fired. Get out. You cannot do that. And you don't get any of your money. Jelly Roll is rescheduling a new Alabama show, and it is May the 31st. So you better hurry up and get some tickets.
Wow, that's quick.
It was going to be the Big Ass Stadium tour in Birmingham's Protective Stadium, but he ended up canceling that and rescheduled it as the Little Ass Shed tour date.
That's
Okay.
funny.
That is going to be at the Coke.
Really?
Yep. Going to be at the Coke.
We went from
Get on over there. Big Ass Shed. Big
big
ass
ass
stadium.
stadium to little.
Little Ass Shed.
Huh.
Depends on the size of the donkey. Shakira is $64 million richer. Oh, well, actually, it was her money. She was involved in a years-long tax fraud case with Spain where they took her money because they said, you lived here. You lived here while you were making all this money. It was 2011. And so you have to pay us this much money. And in order to stay out of jail, she went ahead and gave them the money but continued to challenge it in court. In order to be a taxable resident of Spain, you have to spend more than 183 days in the country. Do the math. 183 days. That's exactly half a year plus a day. There you go.
Okay.
Spanish authorities were only able to prove that Shakira lived in Spain that year for a total of 163 days.
Ooh, came right under the wire.
She gets all her money back.
Yay!
Yep.
That's a nice.
Missed it by
She gets to
3
keep it.
weeks. So close.
Leave her alone, Spain.
Leave Shakira alone.
But they
What's
need the
wrong
$63
with
million.
you? And Project Hail Mary is surprising a lot of people by showing up on-demand streaming already. I mean, you can go to on-demand through Apple TV or on-demand in general and find it. I think it's also available IMDb, Fandango. Like, what in the world?
That was
You're able to
quick.
go- yeah, I mean,
wasn't
it was like, it was
Felt like
all,
we were just talking about
it
it.
Gets to
opened-
streaming real fast nowadays.
it just opened 2 months ago. And
it
suddenly,
seems sooner than that.
how long is it going to be before it pops up on, one of your subscription channels like Prime, and you're not having to pay extra for it?
A month to 6 more weeks.
Month to 6 weeks. I can wait.
President Trump right now
wait.
talking about his construction on his new ballroom.
9:36, Dixon of Vining, Talk 995, talk995.com. There's another iconic pair you need to know about, Denson and Fuller. My insurance agents, Denson and Fuller on Creston Avenue in Homewood. They will take great care of you. Their service is second to none. They go to bat for you when you have a claim. They shop around to get you the best price on the best insurance, and you get the best rate. It's just that simple. Find out more by calling them, 414-1476, 414-1476. Everything you need, nothing you don't. DensonandFuller.com online. Should we join Donald Trump speaking about his ballroom here?
Let's hear what he has to say.
He's talking to some reporters. Let's hear what he has.
As an example, if we had the White House correspondent sitting here, would have been no problem.
I love the sound effects.
I have. I better not tell you about that, Dan. But yeah, we have. Everybody wants to be here for the first event. We're talking about Heads of Nation, so we have some very special places.
Yeah, that's unlistenable.
Okay.
Make that go away.
We can't do that. He's right in front of the construction zone of that.
Yep.
Of the building.
Where's your hard hat,
It's
Donald?
like, oh my goodness.
Put on your hard hat.
You're too close for that.
Everybody wants to be here for the
Yeah,
first
everybody
event.
wants-
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic.
Y'all got a sense of that. There we go.
Beautiful. Let's talk about Waffle House and how they're celebrating America's 250th birthday. They're throwing some red, white, and blue crackling candy on top of a waffle. Well, yeah, don't go to too much trouble there, guys.
Thanks for blowing it out there, guys.
Well, what about a blue waffle with some
Nope.
red and
Nope, not
white
doing that.
sprinkles or
Too
something?
much effort. Crackling vanilla crustal clusters.
We'll start again.
Crackling vanilla clusters with whipped cream. That's it. That's it. Limited time, standard waffle. They throw crackling vanilla clusters on there and a little whipped cream, and ta-da!
I think those are going to get in the way of my waffle.
Guys, what are you doing?
That's what they're doing.
Step up,
The
Waffle
whipped cream's
House.
okay, but the crackling, whatever, is in the way.
No, that's not okay. KFC's bringing back fried pickles this summer. Got a new prickly pear lemonade, too. Interesting. I like fried pickles
They're okay.
when they're done correctly.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're all breading. That's kind of weird.
Mhm.
Other times, I've had fried pickles that were pickle spears, and they brought them to the table. I was like, oh, no, that's not how that's done. You're supposed to cut them like into chips, and then you deep fry those, kind of like okra, and then you enjoy. But, yeah, the Tart Surprisingly Sweet Mix is the perfect summer mocktail. Their signature lemonade and prickly pear cactus flavoring.
Careful there. I mean, there's a lot of verbiage in there.
Prickly pear cactus. I used
None
to
of
have
that
one
sounds
of those.
very good.
No, I had one of those growing in my backyard at one point. Why in the world would you want that in a beverage? Stop that. Don't do that. They're
No.
not made for that.
Well, there are some people who are sitting here questioning why you want a dill pickle flavor in your beverage, too.
Well, speaking of dill pickle in your flavor, we do have a story on that coming up.
All right, go for it.
Uh-huh. But right now, let's talk about Pringles. Bringing
Shall
back their dangerously good chips, or so some say.
Dangerously good?
Yeah. Remember last year we looked at this and said, you got to be kidding me. Pringles Miller Lite.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Come
I
on.
remember hearing about that.
This was their beer cheeseburger and their beer braised steak, Pringles flavors. And everybody said, the flavor of Miller Lite pretty strong in these things. If I want a Miller Lite, I'll go get a Miller Lite.
Yeah,
Pretty much,
you don't
yeah.
need it in your chip. Huh?
Why in the world would I? No, thank you. Wow. Bringing back the Miller Lite beer braised steak chips, beer.
No.
Instead of the beer can, chicken and grilled beer brought Pringles hitting shelves again. The brand is opting for something even more American, a classic cheeseburger washed down with the original light beer. Pringles is releasing a new Miller Lite beer cheeseburger chip that combines sharp, tangy beer cheese flavors with the comforting, summery taste of a juicy burger and, of course, Miller Lite.
That seems
You know,
way too much going on there.
We went over the Lay's potato chips, the style, the steak,
Yeah.
the steak style ones. Tried that. It was the Argentina style steak. I just tried these, not good. I didn't like the steak, but the garlic was really good. The garlic sauce.
Right.
potato chips.
These are the ones that they are breaking out for the FIFA World Cup.
Yes.
And you brought none of them
Well, it was company over the weekend, so I didn't know how far down the bag. The bag's gone.
here? I see.
The garlic sauce potato chips from Lay's are really good. The
She
steak
saved
was
none
not
for
good.
us, Steve. did you?
None.
I can tell.
Not-
Well,
I
it wasn't
won't
me
do-
that went to the bottom of the bag.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was the
It's
company
not like
that
you
went to the bottom of the
stopped any money
bag.
from
You
doing
could
that.
have slapped their hands. You
And
could have
done
been
what?
Like, hey,
It's time for you to go home.
that's right. Pack it up, mister.
You could try those right there that are on the desk, right behind your computer.
Oh, yeah, I did try
We
some of
did
those.
try
Those are
'em.
quite tasty. Did you bring those?
Yeah. We had them at trivia last night.
Uh-huh.
So each of us tried a few of them just to kind of get an idea.
These are the lemon meringue M&Ms. They're a little crispy.
Yeah, they're
Are they
crispy,
crispy, isn't it?
like a
I like the
kind of
crispy.
like a
I like the
Whopper.
lightness,
Yeah.
but I didn't catch a whole lot of the lemon meringue.
I did.
It seemed just overly sweet.
Yeah,
It's
it's
sweet.
okay.
I mean, lemon meringue pie is overly sweet.
Well,
You got to somehow
that
offset
seemed
all
more
that
so than that.
sourness from the. I think they're okay. I wouldn't rush out and
I
buy
probably
a bag.
wouldn't either, truth be told. They're not bad, though.
Not terrible. Smoothie King and Grillo's are turning pickles into a smoothie.
Oh,
Oh, here we go.
what do you got?
My wife knows about this. She'll be at a
Oh.
Smoothie King any moment.
Mm.
now.
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
And I like pickles and pickle beer and
Karen
things like
is
that.
all about the Grillos.
How
Oh,
do
well
you
then
feel?
this is right up her alley.
I enjoy the Grillos as well since I bought some and I'm trying them. I've really enjoyed them. I don't think I'll be buying many of them at $7 a container. I'm kind of like,
yeah,
whoa, you guys are
they're pricey.
over the edge.
They
but
like their pickles.
quite tasty.
Mhm.
Smoothie King just launched a pickle smoothie nationwide in partnership with Grillo's Pickles, blending actual pickles into a drink built around hydration and summer snacking culture. The limited time smoothie mixes Grillo's pickles with bananas, organic kale, and coconut water. Phew.
I don't know.
Some weird mix.
Yeah, that's
Creating a tangy, salty, sweet flavor profile that will have pickle lovers clamoring for a sip.
Oh, we'll
Or
see about that,
so
I guess.
you say. Yeesh.
I don't know about that.
I pass. Hard pass.
Yeah,
for
that
me.
mix is, I
That's
don't know.
just
All the other stuff
kinda-
that's in there, that seems,
Odd.
no, yeah.
You familiar with High Chews?
What?
High Chews. They're like a gum type thing. I've seen them like at
Yeah.
the checkout stand. I have
Yeah.
no idea what they are really. The HI and then the C kind of makes me feel like, is this a high
I
C
see,
product?
but it's not.
But no, when you
It's
look
either
in
that
the
or
upper,
it's Kiss's platforms.
you look at the left-hand corner, and you can see that it's some other manufacturer. It has nothing to do with High C. Wonder if they're not trying to somehow
it's a
play off of that. I
fruity
don't
piece
know.
of candy
Yeah.
with like a red outside and a white inside.
And now they are combining two different flavors, lychee and raspberry.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Lychee?
Lychee nuts. That's a Taiwanese fave.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it now?
Lychee nuts are sweet, and they're quite tasty. And then they're mixing that with raspberry and throwing it into this high chew.
I'm not interested. You interested? I think this goes with a smoothie that's the pickle.
Yeah.
These two can have each other.
I've never seen these things. Where are they sold?
What if we were to
Oh.
serve them together?
I chew.
It's sort of like a pack of gum.
chew. Bless
Oh,
you.
bless you. Well, it's sort of like a pack of gum.
Yeah.
It's maybe 6 inches long and a
Couple inches wide.
couple inches across,
Yeah.
and very
I
stiff.
don't know. That
And
looks
there's
weird.
what?
It's a weird
Anyway,
candy.
It is a weird candy.
Richard.
What?
Tanya
Good
says
gracious.
that high chews are similar to Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, pass.
Are there jokes on the wrappers? Because if not, then I'm sticking with a Laffy Taffy.
You're probably going to have to stick with that.
That's where the high humor is, right there. You want to get some Laffy. Where do you think I get most of my jokes?
Where?
Laffy Taffy.
I thought that was from
That and
Jeff.
double. That and what was
Yeah.
what was the gum that had the little
Bazooka Joe.
bazooka? Thank you.
Yeah.
I love some Bazooka Joe.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's talk about Goldfish coming up with a limited edition Pokemon crackers.
For the kids.
Goldfish, what a sellout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just going, who eats goldfish? It's usually children. So now they're going to put Pokemon stuff on it. That's a win
Is it
for
just
sales for
like
them.
on the label, or they
in the
actually
packaging.
made the chip itself look like
no,
a Pokemon?
They
I-
made the
yeah,
chip
they
itself,
did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The chip itself resembles a Pokemon.
Actually,
kind of
these
as much as
faces
you
are kind
can.
of scary.
Yeah, they're terrifying.
It's like Halloween. I mean, this might scare the kids.
I'm not sure they made a good call with this.
No, I don't think so either.
This is a little frightening.
I mean, three of the four,
Mm-hmm.
you've got like a rabbit or something, and then the three other faces are Halloween.
Excuse
they are
me.
scary.
A rabbit or something? Do you not know
I don't
Pikachu?
know what that is.
Pikachu.
Looks like a
That's
rabbit.
Pikachu.
Whatever. Look at the cracker. It looks like a rabbit. They didn't make it look like Pikachu.
You know, if it was a rabbit, it'd be Trix.
As in, I'd like to Pokemon, but I need to get a Pikachu. That's what?
Oh, Lord.
What?
Long way to go.
Thanks.
I did pack a lunch.
Good.
9:46 with Dixon Inviting. Your texts are coming up next, along with the Dixon Inviting question of the day. 9:52, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Dixon Vining and you. Steve Bush is here, too. Let's talk about some of these texts we have received over the course of the past hour or so. Mitch says, if the Save America Act is passed, it would end the open border push by the Democrats because it would have no benefit for them, no citizenship, no vote. Kind of. However, if we're going to continue to count them in the census, it could lead to there being more representation for Democrats in the House, which is a problem, and give left-leaning states more votes in the Electoral College, which is a problem.
Yeah.
So I say we still need to keep that thing closed up tight. Scott says, Gary Palmer's no carnival barker, but he does a great job representing us. That's my point exactly. I really don't want a carnival barker. I see somebody like a Dan Crenshaw making the rounds, and he's on all these TV shows and whatnot. Of course, he got voted out in his own primary, but I look at it and go, you're not supposed to be a star. You're supposed to be in Washington working. You know, you're supposed to be getting stuff done.
That's exactly what you want, and that's exactly what you should be electing. You're not. You don't want the glamour and glitz. You want the person that knows what they're doing, can get in there and get it done. And Gary does that.
Jeff says the phrase "Hey now" has been part of my vernacular for a long time. Now I have to be aware of my surroundings when I use it. Okay, Jeff. Bridget says, Michael Jackson's movie was fabulous. I took my 8 and 10-year-old grandbeauties, and it was so good. I wonder if they felt leaving, if they left feeling a little...
What?
Manhandled. I'm just curious.
They left all that stuff out of the movie.
I know, and yet still...
So,
I mean, it was still 8 and 10-year-olds with Michael Jackson in their presence. That's all I'm saying. It's a little concerning. Steve.
Yes.
Is this over? It's got to be 9:13, maybe not. A semi turned over on its side from Highway 77 onto I-20 westbound. Ooh.
That's not good.
Ooh.
That'll be a wild cleanup.
Yeah, that's
when
going
you
to
hear something on its side, okay, will be a while.
take a minute or two.
Mm-hmm.
Lily points out that Jelly Roll is now a Slim Jim.
He is
He's
thin.
lost a lot of weight.
He has
Good for
really
him.
a couple 100 pounds, something like that.
Brian says the English language is crazy. The K in night is silent. The K in knife is silent. And the 3 Ks in Democrat are silent.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Let's see. How about full-length Alice's Restaurant? How about no, says Steve. How about no, you freaky, deaky Dutch bastard? Someone needs to change Gary Palmer's battery. He's droning on slower than normal.
Well, he did just get off of a flight in D.C., so maybe he slept on the flight.
He's not Mr. Excitement, and that's okay with me. What was the name of that bumper, Mr. West, sir? It was Donna Summer's Hot Stuff is the answer you were looking for. I love the beer brought Pringles, says Bo. You're welcome to your opinion, no matter how wrong and stupid it may be.
You're the one.
Mm-hmm. Tanya says high chews are similar to Laffy Taffy. Okay, we got that. Jeff says high chews, amazing. Don't knock it till you try it. Adam says they're shaped like Hubba Bubba bubblegum. They have the consistency of tough wax Coke bottle candies,
yuck.
and they're real sweet.
So selling me on it.
Getting it from both sides of the spectrum here. Grumpy Old Goat says, I learned about high chews from seeing them in baseball dugouts on TV. All right. Jack's adding Conecuh sausage dogs to their menu
What?
today.
Really?
Hippie out.
Okay.
Thank you, Martin. We appreciate you. Connie says there are Hershey Pokemon Kisses. They're extremely collectible. Not anymore. They just reintroduced them. You can buy bags of them at your local Walmart, Connie.
And they're collectible right up until the point where they melt.
Yep. Pokemon are literally known as pocket demons. Don't get them, and for sure, don't give them to children, says Chris Watt. Alrighty, Chris.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Frank says he just voted the Church of the Highlands in Irondale. Very light early turnout. Appreciate that,
I
Frank.
think today will be on the light side.
Chris says he's voting for Milt Fleener.
Really?
Don't you know
And you should.
Milt Fleener hates puppies? What's wrong with him?
That's true.
Have you ever seen him with a puppy? And Charles is now being blocked because he's got like 6 haynows here.
Hey.
Yeah, that's it for you.
Charles, what the
Too
heck?
early, man.
Done, baby. It's over for
Why
you.
would you do that to yourself?
Because he can't help it. He just wants to
Maybe
be a
he
part
wants to be blocked.
I think that's what it is. I think that's what he's begging for, yes.
Goldfish Old Bay seasoning? That was a flavor?
Ew.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
All right, here it is. Peeing in the shower, totally disgusting, or everybody does it. made the rounds on this before. Steve, what do you say?
Yes.
He says it's totally disgusting and everybody does it. Valerie Vining.
I would agree. A lot of people do it.
A lot of people do
I
it.
would say
Yeah.
not everybody.
I'm
And I think
sh-
those of
yeah.
you that know
Yeah.
about grout in
Yeah.
a shower,
Yeah. Don't?
those two do not go
They don't go together.
at all.
Yeah. I don't have grout in my shower,
If
but I
you
do
have tile and you have grout, that's a problem.
I have a kind of absorbent shower mat in
Yeah,
there. And I
no.
sure as
That's
hell
a
don't-
problem.
No.
Yeah, I don't want that to be.
No.
The stench
It really
would be
depends
overwhelming.
upon,
Yeah. Yikes. I don't know. I've never done it. I've always found it to be like, ew, there's a place for that, and it's not the shower.
Yep.
Well, Kramer,
some
as
people-
Kramer once said,
Look,
it's
there's-
all pipes.
There's
Yeah.
people that brush their teeth in
Was
the
that
shower,
Kramer or was that
right?
George?
It was George.
It was George.
People brush their
They
teeth
do
in the
all
shower.
kinds of stuff in the
I
shower.
shave in the
I
shower,
shave in the shower.
which is perfectly okay.
Well, and somebody
This
would
is
say,
what
why isn't it perfectly okay for me to do what I want to do in the shower?
Because it's not the same thing.
I get that.
You know what? It's your shower. Knock yourself out.
Uh-huh. That's what you tell them.
You're not allowed
You
to
live
come.
your life.
You will not be coming to my house anytime
Use
soon.
the shower.
No. Thomas says, I don't know about anyone else, but I do it. The shower drain merges with the toilet drain 4 inches below. Different pipes go to different places. That's Elaine who said that, I believe. George said, it's all pipes. They're all connected. Nancy says, bridal shower or baby shower? I think we're talking golden shower, Nancy. Everybody does it. It all goes to the same place, says Kyle. Bill, everybody does it. Yeah. Russ says, it's perfectly fine as long as you're the one in the shower. Paul says, it'll start stinking. Sam says, not if the shower is draining slow. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's a
says,
good point.
when you got to go, you got to go. Jay says, I've heard that if 2 or more are in the shower, it could be considered kinky. Yikes. Someone once told me there are 2 kinds of people, those who pee in the shower and those who say they don't. I don't know who that is. Considering all the other stank and grime that a shower washes off, sterile urine doesn't seem so bad, says Krista. Is there anybody who thinks this is disgusting?
Looks like no one thinks it's disgusting.
Well, GF could pee in the shower while drinking a beer. Texas cowgirl.
Oh, that's funny.
You should have held on to her. Let's see. It's all fun and games until someone poops in the shower and then tries to stomp it down the drain.
That's a totally different thing.
We weren't talking about that.
That's it for us. We are out of here back tomorrow morning, talking early, 6 a.m. Talking to them, Dixon. Bye now.